Well, good morning, afternoon, evening, guys. How you doing? Graham here with my Graham Show, my daily 5 minutes of tea and utter nonsense. Just please touch base, say hello to everybody. Today's Monday, which is in theory my day off, though I've already been to my church twice. Go figure. But I am going to have a good day. I'm going to have a great day because today's the day the Lord has made, and it really is good to have a Sabbath, to have a time that's just for the Lord and a time try to push work off. And I'm glad to be alive in Jesus. I am, it's funny. I put a post out on Twitter the other day where I said, my hope is not deferred and my heart is not sick. And I've seen many folks have been through a rough year, and I completely get that in many ways. I have too, in many ways as well. But I am... my heart is, I love Psalm 45. Let me find it. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but in Psalm 45, David says, my heart is overflowing with a good theme. I will recite or confess my verses concerning the King. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. You are fairer than the sons of men. Grace is poured on your lips. Therefore God has blessed you forever. Gird your sword upon your thigh, O mighty one. If you want the blessing of God in your life, let grace be poured on your lips. How does it happen? Recite your verses concerning the King. And sometimes people say to me, well, Graham, what do you do for a living? And I used to tell people I preach. I'm a preacher. I preach to other people. I rarely preach to other people. I preach to other people, 2 or 3 times a week live or in video. But I preach to myself more than anybody else. I love preaching to myself. I love doing that in my office. I'll walk up and down here. I'll go to my church office or my church building when nobody's there. And Billy Graham used to preach to the trees. I will walk up and down. But every day I'll go for a walk and recite my verses concerning the King and just proclaim some great things. If you think about it, all the truth, in one sense, we don't need to get anything from God. He's given us everything in the Spirit. But our soul needs to be constantly reminded of who we are. My soul, like your soul, if I don't allow the truth of God's word to shape my soul needs saving every day. Every day I need to remind myself what manner of man I am while I live in this present evil age. I need to speak on those things, think on them, engage my heart with them. So, however you do that, I encourage you to find your way of doing that. So what's going on? We had church here in Sturbridge yesterday. I know it's a little weird here in New England. A lot of churches it's amazing. A lot of churches have closed this year, and that could be a good thing at several from points of view, but it's often a very bad thing. I know a lot of churches right now closed because of COVID, and I respect that. Everybody's got to figure out this. The only wrong thing I think we can do in this COVID season is when we start judging others. I've got grace and love for everybody, but whenever we start judging others, we align ourselves with team accuser of brethren. Yeah. So I just bless everybody in the choices they want to make. I know here in Sturbridge, our thinking is we're gonna keep doing church, and if we need to, I said to my wife the other day, I will be in the parking lot with a winter jacket on and gloves on as I try to play guitar and get people in cars honking their horns if they need to. But Christianity needs that gathered expression. Again, we've all got to have grace for everybody where they're at with that. But we had a great time yesterday. I think that message will be up on my YouTube channel later, but I spoke about the objectivity and the subjectivity of hearing from God, how to try and hear from God in a clearer way. Hey, this week is Thanksgiving here in America, so happy Thanksgiving. And to my unthankful British friends, no, we don't do Thanksgiving over there, but bless you guys. And it's funny, I've heard in the UK now that they don't do Thanksgiving, but they do Black Friday, so go figure. But hey, wishing everybody well and safety this week. What else is going on in my life? Well, we're pressing into missions. We're going to have a couple of mission days in December where we're going to be outside here in Sturbridge, in the town I live, preaching the gospel. We're going to be singing carols and preaching the gospel on Christmas Eve. And we're also going to be in a town called Brookfield where Whitfield once preached on Saturday, December the 5th at 1 p.m. So again, preaching the gospel and praying for the sick out there in public too. Good. And let me mention one more thing I'm working on as well. I'm a bit kind of late this. I meant to have this ready in September, but I'm going to be working on launching several courses in December. I'm working with some courseware software, and I'm going to reboot my online ministry school, but also some smaller courses, kind of things you can do over 2 to 3 weeks. It's just a great way of maybe taking about 10 hours of teaching and some notes and taking people through that. There are different ways. What I'm doing now is a really effective way for 5 minutes of saying hi and connecting with people. But there are some things, I found that kind of 5 to 10 hour time frame of teaching with some notes as well and questions and Q&A is a really great way of doing that. So I'm going to be trying to have some courses out every month, again, just on some different themes with about 10 hours of teaching, notes, PDF downloads, and also some mentoring and Q&A available for those. So yeah, boom. Hey folks, I have a video out later today, this afternoon, again on hearing God's voice. I'm going to be talking about God speaking from the presence and how practicing the presence enables us to practice the voice of God. But come on, Jesus is Lord. Hey, if I can pray for you in any way, drop me a comment wherever you're watching this. I'd love to do that and be a blessing to you in any way I can. Share this video, if you will, online any way you can, and check out some of the videos below. I've got several hundred videos now on my YouTube channel on lots of different themes, so share those. Great. Well, it's a rainy day here in Massachusetts, and I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee somewhere. But hope to see you guys soon in the plan of God. Love you. Have a wonderful day in the kingdom. Recite your verses concerning the King. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.